¿Qué pasa YouTube? How's it going, everybody? Holy crap, guys! Yes! Yes, this is indeed a Wi-Fi battle. Wow, I know, right? It's literally been like a month, I want to say, since I've last uploaded one, and I do apologize. That was kind of on me, just because I was in the process of getting a save dongle because the Wi-Fi, Nintendo Wi-Fi had gone down. So I wanted to get something to where I could make Pokemon and still be able to Wi-Fi battle with new mons. So my boy Keo392 actually bought me a save dongle, and that means I will be able to Wi-Fi with new Pokemon and all that shenanigans. So big thanks to him. And I don't want to ramble on too much, but I do have some things I would like to talk about after the battle. So if you guys could stick around to the end of the video, I would greatly appreciate that, because I do want to get your input on things. And because Wi-Fi is coming back, guys, if you do enjoy this, then by all means make sure to hit that like button, guys. Let's try and get 300 likes. I think 300 likes is definitely a reachable goal, especially considering how well my Wi-Fi battles have done in the past. And now that they're coming back, hopefully you guys will still enjoy them. This also means I will be able to battle you guys on Twitter. That's actually something I want to talk about at the end of the battle. But yeah, my opponent is going to be Pheonixmaster. A lot of you should know him. I will make sure to leave his channel link and his Twitter link down in the description. Now, yes, I do have a Durant on my team. That is because his battle was back before Durant got moved up to RU. And this actually did end up being a very close and fun battle. So with that being said, looking at my team, I know it looks very standard. That's just because I kind of saved the most threatening things and put in NU. Then I made other lesser used stuff. So yeah, my teams won't be this standard again. So don't worry. Now looking at Pietros' team, I think that's how you pronounce his name. The biggest threat I saw going into the battle was honestly going to be that Mismagius, just because after a substitute and a nasty plot, that thing is going to sweep through my team, so I really have to watch out for that. So I'm going to be leading off with my Sock, because he's going to be leading off with their Hariyama. Right off the bat, I don't want to go for the close combat because he does have the Mismagius, so I go for the Earthquake as he ends up staying in, and he goes for the knockoff, getting rid of my Choice Band. So thinking that he would switch out into his Fletchender, I go for the Poison Jab. Unfortunately though, he stays in and misses the cross chop, which most likely did matter. Unfortunately though, that is part of the game. He did end up missing, as I'm going to be able to knock him out with the knockoff, just on the options that he did want to bring in those mages. As he ends up bringing in the Fletchender this turn, I'm thinking that the acrobatics is way too obvious, which also means the switch to my Qwilfish is way too obvious. So I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to go for the Poison Jab, just because I'm very confident that he does not have an item, just because most Fletchengers don't carry an item for acrobatics. So I'll go for the Poison Jab, get off a good amount of damage, as he actually does end up going for the U-turn. He U-turns on now into his Mismagius, obviously not wanting to allow him to get up a substitute. I go for the knockoff as he knocks me out with the Shadow Ball. I then bring in my Pyroar. I am Choice Specs Pyroar, which means nothing on his team is safely switching in. So he's going to bring in the Simipour, I believe it's called. Look at how much damage this does. That's an easy 2-hit KO, but fearing the fact that he could possibly be scarfed, I'm not going to stay in, and I'm going to switch directly into my Uxie. I am specially defensive, so I don't know how much damage that Hydro Pump would have done, because it turns out that he's actually scarfed, just spoiler alert. But I do end up going for the Stealth Rocks, and in hindsight, I probably should have gone for the Thunder Wave, but I make the very stupid play and I go for the Thunder Wave this turn. Something in the back of my mind was telling me that he was going to pull out the substitute, but I thought, nah, Pietros not going to be that guy. I can paralyze his mages, and I no longer have to worry about it. No, he turns to be Sub-Calm Mind, and I'm a little bit worried, but thankfully for me, I actually carry a physical Uxie. Unfortunately, Zen Headbutt is not 100% accuracy, so I missed my first Zen Headbutt, as he's going to go for the +1 Shadow Ball, getting off a good amount of damage on me. Luckily though, I will be able to hit my second Zen Headbutt and break his substitute. This is where I'm thinking the Hydro Pump damage didn't really matter, because I am max special defense, and even though Simipour is scarfed and does have a good special attack set, I highly doubt it would have done entirely too much damage to the point where that Shadow Ball would have been able to knock me out. Plus I did end up missing the Zen Headbutt, but hey, that is part of the game. So I'm going to be able to just leave in my Uxie for fodder, because I don't want anything else on my team to take any hit from this thing. Plus I did not want to allow him to get up another substitute. As I bring in my Durant, I'm in a position where I can honestly just safely go for the crunch. I really have no reason to overpredict, as he brings in the Steelix. Even though the nerfing of steel types did happen this gen, this crunch does not really do all that much damage, although yes, I do manage to get the defense drop. I'm still not going to stay in on the Steelix because there's a chance he could possibly be carrying the Fire Fang, and I know that even after -1, crunch will practically be doing nothing to him. So I switched directly into my Cofish, and why is Cofish so huge? You would think that Steelix was giant, but Cofish just looks, I don't know, Cofish is just disturbingly huge in my opinion. So I go for the Thunder Wave, thinking that he would switch out into the Mismagius, predicting me to want to go for Lair Spikes, and he gets off a huge amount of damage with Earthquake. And after seeing that damage, it automatically confirmed to me that he most likely was Adamant max attack, because after -1 and me being max defense, max HP, Steelix should really not be doing that much damage to me. So I end up going for the Waterfall, hoping to maybe get a flinch or just get off a bit of damage on him so I could then revenge kill him. But what I should have done was actually gone for Lair Spikes, and you're going to see that if I did get up that one Lair Spikes, it really would have been helpful to me later in this battle. As he brings back in the Mismagius, much like before, I do not want to allow him to get behind the substitute, so I'm going to be forced to stay in and go for the Waterfall, as he's able to easily knock me out with a Thunderbolt. This will now allow me to bring back in my Pyroar. As I stated before, I am Choice Specs, I am timid, I will easily be able to outspeed and most likely OHKO this Mismagius. Now, I don't know if he was max special attack or max HP, but if he was max special attack with max speed, that crit did not matter. If he was max HP with max speed, that crit did matter. I never asked him, but he's going to bring in the Shift Tree, and after Stealth Rocks, he has a 31% chance to knock me out with a Sucker Punch, which means he has to get absolute maximum damage. Unfortunately for him though, he does not, as I'm able to just barely live on 11 HP. I will be able to hit my second Fire Blast, knock out that Shift Tree as he brings in the Simipour. I thought that I would actually just knock him out, but it turns out that he is Scarfed, as I stated earlier, and he's going to be able to knock me out with the Surf, although at this point, my Sigilyph should be able to win me this game as I bring it in. I believe I do just end up going for the safe Psyshock or the Air Slash. Even though the switch in the Steelix was very obvious, I didn't want to go straight for the Heat Wave just to kind of give him a false sense of security, as I actually ended up going for the Psychic. I thought I had Psyshock. That's weird. Anyways, it's not really going to matter, seeing as this turn I can't just go straight for the Heat Wave. Thankfully for me though, I am not going to end up missing, as I will be able to easily knock out that Steelix, and with his Simipour being his last Pokemon, my Sigilyph should be able to take any one hit that he wants to go for, and I will be able to knock him out with the Psychic or the Air Slash. And this is where me getting up that one Lair Spikes really would have come in handy, just because he would have fainted to the switch in. But yeah, either way though, it's not game changing, and that is going to be the victory in my favor. So yeah, that was definitely a fun close battle. I'm not gonna lie though, I did get kind of lucky with hacks in this game, but that is part of the game. And me and Pietros are actually supposed to have another battle. We're supposed to battle on RU, but we never got around to that. So yeah, Pietros, hopefully we can do that soon. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about was that obviously with Wi-Fi battles coming back, I will be looking for battles on Twitter. So if you would like to battle me, by all means, feel free to follow me on Twitter. Also, I do plan to stream, hopefully sometime eventually. You guys can come through. I'll have some friends in call. I'll get to battle you guys in all tiers. I plan to do all the normal tiers except for OU, just because I don't really like OU, and I know you guys don't like OU. Most of you even have said that you subscribe to me because I play lower tiers, although I really like Uber, so I do plan to do some Ubers. And if you guys missed my previous Wi-Fi battle from like literally a month ago, an annotation to that and a link to that will be on your screen. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because in the separate box on your screen should be the playlist to my most recent Showdown live videos. I know the sub boxes were acting up recently, so if you missed any of those, then click the screen. It should take you to a different page with the playlist of all my recent Showdown vids. But yeah, with that being said, guys, if you did enjoy, by all means, make sure to hit that like button, guys. If we can get 300 likes, as I said, that would be absolutely amazing, and I would definitely keep more Wi-Fi battles coming out for you guys. So with that being said, that's really all I have to say, actually. Enjoy the rest of your night and our day, and with that, guys, I will see you all soon. So later, everybody.